Welcome back to Poetry and Police. Welcome back to the channel. Shout out to my loyal subscribers. And remember to subscribe and share to the channel. Share my work so other people can get into the mix. Special shout out to the members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Shout out to the teachers, the nurses, the doctors, the correctional officers, and special shout out to the JDF soldiers, because you don't know they are the ones helping the police to fight crime on a daily basis in Jamaica. So we have to big up all of the soldiers them. And this morning I have a shout out to some ex-police officers who passed the Jamaica Constabulary Force and man them where hold them on, and good police officers. Shout out to Joseph Messam, ex-detective sergeant of police. Big up to you. Gun smoke on them man there. I understand me. Big up to them man there. Ruben Gunter still serving. Ross Roden still serving good police. Sheldon Gardens, good police, top of the line police, good clean police officer. We big up some police sometime when we know I do the work. You understand me, people? Now, listen. Jamaica for Justice is at it again. And, it seemed to be that Jamaica for Justice and Indicom seems to be working hand in hand. They're back and belly rats. No, the Jamaica for Justice, this woman, what's her name? Mickel Jackson, the executive director for the Jamaica for Justice, JFJ. No, she's at it again, attacking the police again. Attacking the police in the name of criminals again. Defending criminals again. Here is she now talking about killing the commissioner of police and killing the government to ensure that police officers wear body-worn cameras, because there's a surge in fatal shootings within the police department, and that police officers are shooting too much people and that they're not accounting for these shootings properly. People, remember, this is the organization that changed the name police fatal shootings, to police murders. Remember, them do that, So therefore, what they are saying in a nutshell, that everybody that a police officer shoot is a murderer. Even if you have to defend your lives to the last T, a murder. That's why they are saying that Tickman thing a murder, amongst other cockroaches where police take out, a murder. You understand? That is what they are trying to put to the Jamaican people. And these people, they do not stop facilitating criminals in the country. Because an attack on the police is an attack on the state, and an attack on the police is defending criminals. You see the thing, people? Jamaica for Justice seem to believe that the regular citizens in Jamaica does not have right, but the criminals have more right than the regular citizens and even the regular police officers. No. You see, this woman come up and she's talking a whole lot of things and want body cameras and police officers. What about policing the criminals before you police the police? And this is why I'm saying that to you. Mr. Prime Minister, you should not put one camera on a police until you put a camera on every street in Jamaica. Because in a nutshell, the police is not the problem in Jamaica. The criminals are. So you need to sort out the criminals before you sort out the police. Even though you have a whole lot of police officers who are criminals too. Yes, I must admit that. But internally, the commissioner of police must be putting something in place to root out these cockroaches out of the police force. And I know Mr. Blake must be doing that. Him and his deputies working hard to find out and root out the criminals out of the police department. Because some people say, you have to clean your office first before you clean up a road. But it is different with the police department. Because technically, the police department is not the problem in Jamaica. Criminals and criminal activities is a problem in Jamaica. But our main problem in Jamaica is the facilitators of criminals, the facilitators of criminal activities. And Jamaica for Justice is at the helm. You see what these people are doing, people? They want criminals to be comfortable doing criminal activities. They want criminals to be comfortable while they're murdering people on the streets of Jamaica. Have you ever heard Jamaica for Justice come out openly and talk about victims of heinous murders? Look at the female who was abducted last week. And she was found 2 days later, stark naked, raped and battered and murdered in a ditch. That's what the woman beaten like a dog. You hear Jamaica for Justice come out and talk about that, or even Indicom? Because they do not care about the citizens of Jamaica. And it's time that the Jamaican people open up their eyes and see who care about them. And let me tell you something, Jamaica. People in the garrison communities, as bad as you people want to blame the police all the time, the police cares more about you than the Prime Minister. The police cares about you more than the Dan in the area. I am telling you that. How many times most of you drop down on a yard and a police have to come carrying a police car? When I was a policeman, you know how much females I carry to the doctor in labor? You know how much people may pick up on the wayside and carry go to hospital? Car lick them down or them drop down at them house? You know how much people's lives I have saved? You know how much crime against people I have prevented? The police cares about you more than the Prime Minister, more than the Dan in the area, and more than the Jamaica for Justice. You will never see anybody from Jamaica for Justice running at any neighborhood to prevent you from getting killed. The Jamaica for Justice will never take a bullet for you, but a police officer would. Most police officers would, and they will. And that's the difference between police and politicians and Dans. The police is willing to sacrifice their lives and their freedom for you people, and nobody else will. So when Jamaica for Justice coming in and talk about police officers are shooting too much people, and for the start of the year, the amount of people that the police officer has been fatally shot is unacceptable. And that we need to put body cams on the police officers. I agree with the body cam thing. Yes, me totally agree with the body cam thing. It brings a certain high level of security and it brings a certain level of transparency. But people, this is my opinion. I would prefer you put cameras on the street before you start put camera on the police. Because the police is not the problem in Jamaica. The criminals are. So you need to police the criminals before you police the police. Some people say, clean out the police department first. While you are cleaning out the police department, people are still being murdered on the street. No. That is the question I'm asking you. While we are cleaning out the police department, people are still being murdered on the street. And yes, the police department is being cleaned out. If you're checking at the prison system now, you know how much police there are prison? You see, nobody have no time to check these things. Police are actually being charged sometime, but you're not going to know about all of them. The Commissioner of Police is working tirelessly and he's working hard to get rid of the criminals out of the police department, as just the same as he's working hard to get rid of the criminals off the street of Jamaica. This Jamaica for Justice representative will come out now and talk about body cams and police fatal shooting. The amount of fatal shooting for the year is unacceptable. Why? Have you ever asked yourself why? And have you ever opened the eyes of the Jamaican people to let them know why this is happening? Why police officers in Jamaica has to be involved in so many fatal shootings? Why? Because Jamaica is filled with hardened criminals who are not afraid to take on the police in a gunfight, who are not afraid to kill the police. So what you want to say? You want police to go out there and man a fire gunshot and police fling stone? Or police hide and run away like as if the criminals run Jamaica? No, the commissioner have spoken. We will not back from criminals. And I support a fatal shooting of a criminal any day over the murdering of a citizen of Jamaica or the killing of a police officer. Any day, I will take that. I will take a whole cockroach gone down to the gutters than a policeman injured or shot, or a civilian in the Jamaican society shot, injured, rape, whatever. Jamaica for Justice, the police and the good law-abiding citizens in Jamaica are not the problem. The criminals are the problem in Jamaica, and you are the major problem in Jamaica because you are the one defending all these criminals. Let me tell you something. I was once told that a prisoner must not be comfortable. Because when a prisoner is comfortable, he thinks about escaping. Gunmen and criminals, hardened criminals, must not be comfortable in any country. Because when they are too comfortable, that is time they spread their wings and commit more crimes. Criminals must feel suppressed every second of the day. A criminal must always looking over his shoulders and wondering if the police is going to come, and that when he meets with the police and he has his gun, he will be gunned down. No question asked. He will be sent to his maker, no question asked. And he will be offered no parley. You see the thing about it, people in Jamaica for Justice want to parley these criminals. Let me ask you a question. Mickel Johnson, Executive Director, Jamaica for Justice. Let me ask you a question. I'm going to make a suggestion to you. Park your car. Just drive your car from your office one day. Drive over Jungle or Kingston 13 anyway, Waterhouse, and just walk in those communities. Just walk in any one of those communities. Just walk. In a night. I don't want you to do it a day, do it at night. They will find you in pieces if they find you none at all. And then you will find out, but this is the thing about it, when you find out how these gunmen treat innocent Jamaican citizens, it will be too late, because you won't live to come and tell what happened. You will be dead. You will be found, you will be murdered and raped and found in a little gully like the female I found the other day, or your body may not be found. That is what is going to happen to you. Test these gunmen and so on. The same men that you are defending, who are taking the lives of innocent Jamaicans. If you are defending people who are taking the lives of innocent Jamaicans, then you are no better than them. Mickel Jackson, a Yumi attack. If you defend criminals, you're a criminal. If you facilitate criminals, you're more criminal than them. So get yourself off of the news in Jamaica and take away yourself and go find work for do. I talk about police and shoot too much people. You see much gunmen. Have you seen how much people gunmen are murdering in Jamaica on a daily basis? And the gruesomeness of these crimes? Jamaican gunmen are no ordinary gunmen. Jamaican gunmen are terrorists. When these men are held, they need to meet their maker, or they need to be sent to a black site like Guantanamo Bay. Some Jamaica, at times Jamaica have a site like that. That when they are caught, if they are caught and they are caught alive, then they should be made to talk and spill all information so we can recover the rest of guns and take out the rest of the gang. And so it will go. I would have said some things I want to do to them now, but I am on YouTube. And YouTube doesn't support certain violence. I'm going to tell you this, I was a crime fighter. I never lift up my foot. My foot was always in the neck of criminals and gunmen. Because I see them as enemies. I don't see gunmen as Jamaicans. I see them as terrorists. Who I see as Jamaican is a good law-abiding citizens in Jamaica who wants to go about their lawful business. Who wants to drive their cars, single females who want to go home and live by themselves. Who wants to drive their car and go home in peace without fear of being jumped and robbed and killed. Females who are walking on the street and can't even answer their phones because criminals are there to take away their phones and rob them and cut them in their faces, because this is what these cockroaches likes to do. Have you ever visited the murder scene of an innocent victim, Mickel Jackson? A female victim, and see how she's dealt with? Have you ever done that? I doubt you have ever even visited a scene of a fatal shooting where a gunman was killed. But you come and talk off your mouth all the time, defending criminals. You're a criminal yourself. Because only criminal defend criminal. And take yourself out of Jamaica. You need to shut down Jamaica for Justice and leave Jamaica. Because you are not bringing any positive to the people of Jamaica. You are here to defund the police. You are here to facilitate the Jamaican people not believing in the police. You are here to make the crime rate go up. And now with this influx of deportees coming from America, you're going to have more fatal shooting. And the commissioner have told you openly, and I'm going to tell you openly now, we not stop gunshot them. We not stop defending ourselves. We not stop defending innocent people in Jamaica against these crocodiles. So you have a whole heap of case to investigate. Let me ask you a question. Why don't you buy the cameras to put on police uniform? Since you are chat. You think the government have money to afford so much cameras right now? The government can't even put cameras on all the streets in Jamaica yet, which that is supposed to be the first option, to put cameras on every street in Jamaica, every street corner in Jamaica. Which will also watch the police too. So that is the first move. For now, only few officers may have body cams. So we have to live with that. And the government has to work with that. The commissioner of police have to work with that. In time, the thing will change. But what you think? You act like say you are pay for nothing for the Jamaica Constabulary Force, or you are pay for nothing in the national security. The only thing you do is sit in a chair and wonder which criminal you are going to defend today. Which terrorist you are going to represent today. Which terrorist you're going to save from police custody. Which terrorist you're going to save from being shot by police. One thing I tell the police officers in Jamaica, when I was working as a police officer in Jamaica, me never back from no gunman. You pull a gun for me, you're going to get gunshot because I'm not running. And once you shoot after me, nobody running now. Because it won't make sense. Me I tell you that. Because once in the first, you're bright enough to fire shot off a police, take what comes next. You know, there's a recent incident in the papers where the citizens talking about the man fired shots at the police, and when the police chase him, and the police should have never shot the man, even though he fired shots at the police should have never shot the man. Don't you? That is what you support. These ideologies what you support, that a man supposed to shoot at the police and the police is not supposed to shoot back. But I can tell you that this commissioner is not going to do that. Not going to do that. And these police officers in the Jamaica Constabulary Force are not going to do that. If you shoot at the police, you will be shot. And you better take that or leave that. Get up or set up. There's nothing that you can do to change what is happening in Jamaica. Jamaica is being transformed right about now. Under your nose. Jamaica is being transformed from a criminal country to a law-abiding country. So if you can't work with the flow, take yourself out of Jamaica. You should be ashamed to be a Jamaican. I leave you to the criminals them. Well.